Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday. So we'll give it a second as we wait for people to log on, and let me know in the comment section where you're joining us from. Happy Thursday, everyone. All right, so we are live. Good morning. So feel free to type in any prayer request into the comment section and let us know where you're joining in from. My name is Reverend Cynthia, and it's my pleasure to be here with you today as I fill in for Reverend Coco. Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a good night's rest. And so it looks like people are beginning to come in. How is everyone today? I hope you are well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. And I hope I pronounced this correctly. Tahuda? Christy, nice to see you. Patry, Siga, good morning. Curtis, so nice to see you. Thank you for joining us from Alberta. And Shirla, good morning. Hi, Shada. Thank you for joining us from Orange County, my old stomping grounds. Yay, I'm glad I said that right. Thank you, Tahuda. Good morning, Chloe from New Mexico. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Reverend Cynthia Ambriz, and I'm filling in for Reverend Coco today while she had an unexpected appointment. Good morning, Hazel. Nice to see you, my dear friend. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us from New York. Akila, good morning. Thank you for joining us from North Hollywood. And Zine, good morning. Liz, how are you, my friend? And Olive, my other friend. I have so many friends on here, and now I'm making some new ones. So I feel very abundant. Hi, Sharon. She's here from Florida, and Deborah is here from San Francisco. And let me scroll up because I'm sure I missed a lot of you. Freedom is here from Massachusetts. And let's see, Joan, good morning. Shay, good morning. Nice to see you. And Dorothy, Katie, Marianne from Philadelphia. Sally, good morning. All righty. It's so nice to see everyone. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I have that amethyst and another one. My house is full of crystals. I've been able to collect them over the years, and everything on this planet is here to support us in some way, right? So crystals, they say that amethyst emanates a healing energy. Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Lee. So feel free to type in any prayer request into the comment section, and I will be going over your prayer requests when we are complete here today. Buenos dias, Ceci. Good morning, Gregory. Thank you so much for being here. Alan, nice to see you. Margarita is here from East LA. I was born in East LA. And I'm not just singing the lyrics to the song. I was literally born in East LA. Hi, Carolyn. She's here from Lakewood, California. I'm familiar with Lakewood. And John is here from Calistoga. Absolutely, right? The fastest way to experience abundance in our life is to recognize the abundance that is already present, and then amplifying that feeling of gratitude for it. So thank you for giving me a reason and a physical example of the abundance that is already present here for me and for us as we gather together in this way. Scott, thank you for joining us. He's in San Diego. And is it Leader Mejia? joining us from San Francisco. Good morning, everyone. So, Lee, thank you for posting your prayer request. So again, feel free to type in any prayer requests that you may have, and I will be going over them when we are complete. And we will be getting comfortable in our seats, and I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for a moment. I'm going to play a song for us during this meditation, and I want you to listen to the lyrics. And then after that, I will share a reading with you. So go ahead and get comfy in your seats, everyone, and take a listen to this song. The author, the writer, the singer, the band is called Omkara, Omkar, and the song is called Remember. Okay. Holding you, Marianne. So let's close our eyes and take a deep breath. As we do a brief meditation and we take in the lyrics, the words. So as you continue with your eyes closed, I'm going to pray us in, and then I'm going to share a brief reading with you. And so let's take another deep breath in. How good it is to be together here in this way. For it is said that where two or more are gathered, this presence that is the source of all of life, of all of existence, it becomes amplified, enveloping us, enveloping all of life, magnified, rippling out from the center of our being, affecting all of creation. And so I'm grateful and thankful to gather here in this way as we allow this love, our light, our power to be amplified in this way. To know that that is truly part of our purpose for being here on the planet at this time. To simply be and remember. To remember who and whose we are. That we truly are one with this presence that is the source of all of life, the one life. That there isn't God and something else. That it is the Alpha and the Omega, the source of all of existence. To know that this presence is unconditional love, absolute power, everywhere present, omnipresent, simultaneously. That it is its divine intelligence and its love that beckons all of life in its unfoldment. And this includes you and me. This includes everyone that we know, and even those that we don't. And just as it informs the rose when to burst through the soil, when to open and blossom, it does the exact same thing with you and me. Through our life experiences, we are bursting through the soil. While we are in the soil, we are receiving everything that we need to be nourished, to be able to have those breakthroughs. And all along, we are never alone. This presence is right where you are, right where I am. Right where all of life is, whether it's a mineral, an animal, an insect, a tree, nature, human beings. It is everywhere. And so we take a breath in. For breath is spirit. And so we take our breaths in deeply to allow more spirit to enter this physical body, so that this presence of God itself can infuse us from the inside out, and it can have a healing effect on our cells, our systems, our tissues, our organs, our heart, our mind, our soul. And so I am blessing our time together here today as we become more available than ever before to this presence that loves us so much, to its divine intelligence that is guiding us every step of the way with every inhale and with every exhale. As we learn how to surrender, not in a position or posture of defeat, but one in an acceptance of the love, the goodness, the abundance, the wholeness that is already here, being offered to us. It has been given already, and so we accept it in this moment. And so I am grateful and thankful for all that gets to be shared here today, all of the prayer requests, all of the praise reports. Grateful. And so I release this word knowing that it activates this law of spirit, and knowing that this prayer cannot return void. I release it to its law by saying, so be it, and so it is. Amen. And so you can keep your eyes closed or you can open them. And I want to share this reading with you from Marianne Williamson's most recent book called The Mystic Jesus. And it says this. It says, the Messiah is a state of mind. The unconditional love that is a conduit for our enlightenment. The question isn't simply what we need to do. The question is what quality of personhood we must embody in order to do what we are asked to do. All of us are being asked right now. In each of our lives, there is some circumstance challenging us to give up a weaker part of ourselves and emerge into a stronger place. All of us are wounded by this world, but it's our choice whether or not to act from the wound. In acting from the wound, we perpetuate a wounded world. In choosing to transcend the wound, we'll create a world reborn. Jesus wasn't putting on some macabre show for the world to witness. He was changing the molecular structure of the universe. He was opening up possibilities for change, not only for himself, but for all the world. Even those of us who do not relate to his story as Christians can relate to the metaphysical power of the resurrection and to its transformative effect upon our lives. Any one person breaking the hold of darkness paves the way for everyone to break the hold of darkness. And then there is light. So somebody had asked who is the group. They are called Omkara, O-M, and then K-A-R-A. And the song is called Remember. And I thought that the song went very nicely with the reading from Marianne's new book. And so you've probably heard the term Christ consciousness, right? And maybe it feels too big to apply to you. But she's reiterating it here. She's saying that the Messiah, which is synonymous with the Christ consciousness, is a state of mind. You've heard Reverend Michael say that Jesus Christ was not his name, right? Yeshua was somebody who achieved Christ consciousness. And then he came here to show us how to go about reaching Christ consciousness. So he studied Hindu philosophy, he studied Buddhism, he studied with the Essenes, he traveled all over the world. He studied in Egypt, and when he was in India it is a common practice for people to study dying physically and then resurrecting within 3 days. So Yeshua, knowing that this is what he came here to teach you and me. You're absolutely welcome, Marcella. Jennifer, good to see you, my dear friend. Hi, Claudie. So he came here to show you and me that although we live in this physical world that is absolutely full of challenges, like the song said, this world is beautiful and this world is horrible, right? When we're talking like, straight up just talking about the challenges that we have to move through, right? And not being, not glossing over some of the things that we go through in life. Yes, it's a beautiful world, but God, can it be hard sometimes. So good to see you too, Philippe. So how do we get through, right, the challenges of this 3D world? So Yeshua came because there was such darkness that was present here at this time. There was such a high degree of hopelessness at the time. And so he came to show you, think about it. He got crucified, right? And then he resurrected. And he wanted to show you that you too can transcend. You don't necessarily need to experience the crucifixion, but don't we all, in some way, as we move through the challenges in your life and in mine, right? We all have our own crucifixions that we experience in life. Thank God that they don't crucify people anymore. But what would be some of the things that you have that you could say were observable based on what happened when he was crucified? Right? It says, well, actually, let me back up a little because this is super important. She says that we're all being asked, right, the question is not only what am I to do, but what quality of person must I embody? Keyword, embody. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you, my dear. So the way to embody things, first of all, right, is for us to have an experience. And then we learn something from the experience. And then when we come out the other side, it transcends itself from knowledge having been acquired to embodied wisdom. So we're constantly becoming the person that we need to be, that we came here to be through our experiences. And now all of us are being asked to give up the weaker part of ourselves. We constantly have to die to the old version of us, right? To become the next phase of who we're here to be. And it also says that acting from our wounds only perpetuates a wounded world. So although we've been through a ton of trauma, it doesn't serve you and me to continue to live from the pain of the circumstance. We need to heal that, transcend it, and then start hanging out with the harvest of it all. How did I grow? What do I know now? And how do I get this knowledge to become wisdom that becomes embodied so that it transforms me completely? And Tracy can testify that there has been, transformation here. I was living with so much trauma that I was like a feral cat. I could not stand to be seen because there was so much fear that was present within me. And now all I want to do is share, right, with those that will listen. So if we look at the resurrection as something that all of us, the crucifixion and the resurrection is something that is happening for everybody, for all of humanity. Sharon, I'm so thankful and grateful for this. Every day is allowing me to become so open and receptive. Beautiful. So when I observe Yeshua's experience, because let it not have been for naught. Joe Faye, so nice to see you, my dear. One of the things that he taught was my Father and I are one. And you and I study that all the time here on Agape. Our oneness with the presence of God. Right? The other thing is that he came to show us how to transcend this world, how to transcend the physical. Right? Even though they killed his body, he was able to come back. So can you imagine us having that level of power? That even if somebody were to, damage this body to where the heart would stop, that there is a possibility for us to restart this thing again? That is the implication based on what he was able to demonstrate, right? It's not hearsay. As he was on the cross, he said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." How difficult is it for us to forgive sometimes? But that is the example. He didn't say, "I'm the exception." He's saying, "Do as I do." And then when he's done, when he resurrects, he's embodying the transformation. He just came to pierce, to bring some light into the darkness of that time and to show you that we are beyond the physical. And then for you to bring it here to earth. You go through the challenges, you go through the crucifixions, You get from it what you came to get. You transform and transcend, and then you embody it, and then you be it, and you walk it, and you show it, and you demonstrate it, and you live it. So that being said, Tyrone says, Tracy's Christ consciousness oneness with the Father. Yes, we'll be holding that. So that is the invitation today. What did Jesus demonstrate for you when you think back on the experience? How can you apply that today without needing to go through that level of challenge, oppression, but apply it in your everyday circumstances? What are you learning? How are you being cultivated? And then can you allow it to be your reality? And then continue to embody it, live it, walk it, be it. So thank you so much for being here today. You're very welcome, Valerie and Chloe and Joy Faye. Everybody, right? We just, it's time to go beyond theory. We need to be, right? We need to become the people that we came here to be. Strengthen, let's see, becoming love and showing love. And that's it. That's ultimately his ultimate lesson, right? Before, when Jesus was here, there was no Christian religion, but his teachings were called the way of love. You're so welcome, Sally. Lisa says, I'm learning how to view and see things very differently. Elishiva, that was a beautiful teaching. Thank you. You're so welcome. Good morning, Wayne. So thank you so much for being here today. Andrea, it's good to see you, my dear friend. Again, the song was sung by Omkara, Omkara, and it's called Remember. We came here to remember. He came because we needed the help. So let me close this out and have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll be doing a workshop on Friday, and you can send me a message on my Facebook page at Cynthia Ambriz, or you can send me a message at cynthiaambriz.org if you're interested in the workshop or other classes that I offer. Right? So nice to see everyone. Have a beautiful, blessed day. I know you came here to transcend this world, transcend the physical. Beautiful, Marcella. That's it. We come from love. It's what we are, and it's what we came here to be. But talk about powerful love, right? So let's close our eyes and take a deep breath in. And so how grateful and thankful I am for this amazing circle of energy, these beings of light and love, these aspects of spirit that came here to release the weaker parts of themselves so that they may embody the persons, the souls they came here to be. Grateful for this time, for Reverend Michael, his yes, for every minister, every practitioner, every congregant, for technology that allows us to gather in this way, that it makes time and space irrelevant, and for the love, to know that love is the only true reality, no matter the level of difficulty that we may be experiencing, the level of forgetfulness that has been present. The only place we need to get to remember is within our hearts. And that distance is not far. And so I'm grateful for the very presence of God itself, our eternal oneness with this presence, to know that it is unseverable, unobstructable. that no matter how hard I may try, I cannot get myself to be outside or separated from this presence, and I am thankful for that. I am thankful that with each day we awaken to our oneness with this presence to deeper and deeper degrees, and that we end up creating a beautiful, harmonious beautiful relationship with this presence, and begin to create a level that is fulfilling at the level of our souls as we release the old way of learning of pain and step into ease and grace as the program that is running constantly in the background of our lives as we continue to say yes to our transformation, our growth, and our evolution. And so I'm grateful and thankful to release outdated belief systems that we adopted along the way. They have served us, whether it be sickness, poverty, difficulty, challenges in relationships. We let that old way go because we are a full-on yes to ourselves and to God. And we step into ease and grace for the continuation of our unfoldment. And so I give thanks for everything that has been shared here today and all that will continue to blossom from this planting. Amen. Thank you, dear Hazel and Allison. Oh, thank you so much. So again, if you're interested in the workshop I'm doing on Friday, you can send me a message on my Facebook or at cynthiaambriz.org. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Curtis and Kisha. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Lisa. Celeste. Yolanda. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Love you so much. Remember, we come from love. It's what we are and what we came here to be. Namaste.